Hey guys, it's Kai. Um, let's just get right into it. I had my stop it, little guy. I had my pre-surgery physical yesterday over at the clinic. But I went in there, I'm like, oh, just watch. Something crazy is going to happen, like I'm pregnant from L word or something, and that they won't approve me or something. So I go in there, just fine, whatever. It's Saturday afternoon, or morning actually. Take your blood, do everything, check everything out. And then when I met with my doctor, she was like, oh, why do they need to give you an EKG? Like, you're fine, you have low blood pressure, everything's fine, or not low, but not high, not low, normal, good pulse, everything is steady and everything looks good. So she gave me the EKG anyway, and it came back, and she's like, oh, you have this. And I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, well, it's a Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, I believe. I'm like, well, what does that mean? She's like, oh, well, basically it's like two light switches firing to my heart, to my synapses instead of just one. So she's like, were you ever in sports? I'm like, well, no, never, really anything in high school or whatnot of. So she explained to me, and she's like, well, have you ever been dizzy or lightheaded or faint? I'm like, no. But so she gave me some paperwork, and I read it, and I was like, oh, well, I have a little bit of palpitations, once for 10 to 15 seconds every every 3 to 6 months or something, and I've mentioned it before to doctors, and they're like, oh, that's nothing to worry about. Well, actually, asshole, it is, because now instead of time to get this looked at, I have 2 weeks that I have to jump into getting into the cardiologist. At least she marked it urgent, so I can't even call them until tomorrow, Monday. So I gotta call them, figure if I can get in, and then again, that's taking time off work that's already scheduled and getting in for the appointment. I'm like, well, what's their hours? And they're like, well, 8 to 5 or 8 to 4:30. I'm like, great, thanks, but of course I want to get that taken care of as quickly as possible to make sure everything is still set up to go in 2 weeks. August 25th is the surgery, hopefully. So they can correct it, and that requires surgery in of itself. And I'm like, well, doesn't really ever cause me a problem. Why do I have to have an open heart surgery to get top surgery? I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. If what the hell's the problem? Let's just do it. And she said oh, why athletes just drop dead and cardiac arrest is because they have this Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, and two synapses fire to the heart and causes cardiac arrest. So she's like, oh, well, she said, what did she say? She's like, I may have just saved your life. And it's like, oh, thanks. No, you didn't, because you're causing this huge fucking problem for me that I don't know much about it. If you guys know more, please get the information to me. I would really like to know if it's am I going to be cleared, or is he going to want to do surgery? And if he wants to do surgery, thank God I have insurance to do that. But I feel open heart surgery, well, the fact is, just in of itself, more time off work. I'm pretty sure they can't do it at the same time, and I don't want to take more time off work, more short-term disability or anything like that. I just want my top surgery. That's it. It's so close. It sounds like, with looking at this syndrome, that if you don't have episodes, or some people have them once or twice a week, some people never have them, you should be fine. So hopefully he'll just clear me and get the information to my doctor to get to the surgeon. It's that all needs to happen within 2 weeks, which is 10 days of open time for them. And I'm pretty sure I'd have to do it Wednesday or Thursday before the surgery, because that takes time to get to them. It's not instant, because these people are terrible with faxing. I've been on them all the time. Any company, hey, did you get this? Oh, no. And you call the company, it's oh, we sent that. It's like I said with Stokeckers, it's well, obviously, you sent something back. Well, the doctor never got it, so now the doctor thinks that everything's fine, and you think that the doctor already received it or something. I don't know. But I hate faxing. I hate communication with these people, because it's just I've got everything in. Why do I blah? So it's a wrench in the road that it's I may not be able to get surgery and I have everything set up. I don't really, it's a big hassle to get everything set up again because you have to talk to like everybody in like your HR departments, and it's just like I've never really had a problem with it. I've had it, since I've been on testosterone, I haven't really had anything, and that's going on 7 months the end of this month. And like my one roommate was like, yeah, you mentioned that like when we first started living together, like last August, that I was having one I was talking about. So it's like my parents, well, one of them was like, oh, of course want to blame the testosterone. It's like, no, I've had these since like high school, and I've talked about it, and I've explained it before, and everyone's like, oh, that's not a big worry, don't worry about it. It's like, obviously it is a worry because I'm trying to get it taken care of. It's not a worry. I know it's not a worry, like, but how do we fix it? Oh, just, don't worry about it. That's a huge fix. I'm glad I came in and paid you money, like, so I'm just kind of wanting more information about it. I want to know, like, if it's this big deal or whatnot, because it's like, of course there'd be one thing wrong, that it's like I can't do what I want to do in my own way. Like, I have everything all set up, and it's, oh yeah, I can't send this in, I'm going to hold on to it until you see a cardiologist. Thank God she's marked urgent, and I pray I can get in like this week, just to get this all looked at and hopefully just cleared, because again, if it becomes, oh, you need open heart surgery, well, that's a big added wrench in the game. That's way more dangerous. Like, if surgery is the problem, why are you giving me surgery, like, to fix it? I hope, and I think, because positive thinking, that I should just be cleared. It should be fine. Like, oh, yeah, you have this, but if it's not causing you problems, which it's not, and it's not like I have one because I just had a soda or I just drank something, I don't do any drugs or anything of that nature, and it's just like, it's not because I just exercised, it's not because I just ran a mile. It'll just pop up out of the blue, not like I was doing something extremely active or being super lazy either. It's just like, hey, I'm living my life, and oh, this is going on right now. It's like, okay, because one of the things are like, if you're in sports, they usually get it tested out for kids in sports, and like soda, it's like, I never have had an episode in the last 7 months even, like, so, I don't know. Just a rant to get it out there that it's, like, now a delay of the game, maybe. It's like, I don't know anything till Monday, and I hope I can get in time. So, we shall see. Keep your fingers crossed that I can get in, I even go in tomorrow, like, I just want to get this taken care of, sent in, go, like, everything's all set up to go anyway. It's like everything is set up. You got the short-term disability, you got your employer all in the loop, you got your aftercare all set up, you got everything. Everything's set up, insurance accepted it, let's go. And it's like, oh, by the way, you have this going on. It's like, well, that's not a problem, let's go. So, hope I can get cleared. But yeah, nice new lighting behind the closet. Nice new closet. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you have any information, please let me know. Because I would like to know more about this as well. And I've been doing research, but I don't know if anyone's had it or anyone does have it. How much problems it has for you. Any problems at all. So, yeah. Keep me updated. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.